can see. It's just warn you to hold the hand on the steering wheel. Anyway, it's recommended to hold all the time the steering wheel like that, and hold your hands and just leave the autopilot work alone, but your hands should be on the steering wheel and pay attention to the road. So welcome back to a new video, guys. Today I have with me the new Peugeot 308 station wagon GT version, and as I show you in the full review video the car, and I promise you today we will make the test drive and I will give you my feedback on how it's on the road. This is, as you probably know already from the review video, this is my favorite station wagon on the market in terms of design and also interior, exterior. It looks fabulous. So the French know how to make those incredible design on the cars. Now, before we start, I want to point out that we have 18-inch rims, beautiful. We have brake discs on the rear and ventilated brake discs on the front. More details about the car, check out the full review, it's already on the channel. There you can find out more information. This is the key, the same key as previous model. The only difference is this new logo here. What you can do with the key, lock, unlock. It comes with keyless entrance, electric folding mirrors, all that stuff. You can see it in the review video. Now, the quality in the interior, it's fabulous, guys. Also, check out the review for more details. We have these great seats, Alcantara, stove material and leather, Peugeot logo, aluminum pedals, but more about that. Check out the review. I don't want to lose too much time here. Also, the quality on the doors is just fabulous. Everything inside here feel really good quality. Even here in the center console, even the armrest, even the doors, fabulous. Now you can adjust the steering wheel. I see many people complain about the steering wheel, but you can adjust it up, down, forward, backward, depend how you want it. We will leave it somehow in the middle. And in this way you have a very good visibility from upper side directly on the cockpit. So I don't know why they complain, because you have so many adjustments in the steering wheel. Perfect visibility around the windows, and also perfect visibility in this mirror up here, because the windows in the back are kind of square. You have perfect visibility here, so I can't complain about everything. Everything has a nice layout. Here's the start stop engine button, and the car comes also with 3D cockpit from Peugeot. It looks really nice, and also I don't know if you can see it on the video, but it has a very nice view there. Also you can see the map, and from here you can change also different views. If you want to see different views from here, you can press this. Also, by the way, guys, let me close a little bit the sound. By the way, from here we will go to trip 1 and we will reset the trip 1, and we will see the consumption in the end of this video as well. So just like that, it's reset it, and from here you can change different views. You just press this one and you can change how you like to see the cockpit. The cockpit, it's fabulous. iCockpit they call it. It's 3D and it looks crazy. One of the most beautiful cockpit in my opinion, with the 3D view there. It's just crazy nice. Then we have different driving modes. From here you can change different driving modes. Electronic handbrake. The only downside on the car is that it doesn't have auto hold function, but other than that it has everything. Even 360 degrees camera, that looks fabulous. Around the car you can see great resolution, and you have an M button from manual, so you have some pedals behind the steering wheel. You can change the gears manual if you want to. Anyway, let's go and drive, and let's drive the car. Right now when you press the acceleration and the electronic handbrake was on, it's automatically turn off and deactivate when you accelerate. But the thing is that when you press the brake and you go in park, it doesn't activate the electronic handbrake. You have to do it manually. But anyway, let's drive the car. 1.2 liter petrol engine, 130 horsepower, 240 Newton meters. It's a 3-cylinders engine, petrol engine, front wheel drive, and I drive it before on other model, and it was just fabulous. Let me end this, and because it will bother us. But guys, I drive it before and I was crazy surprised on how good it is, how they manage to make those 3-cylinders engines to compete so good. The steering, as always, very light, very assisted, From here we have 3 different driving modes, by the way. First of all, we will drive in eco mode, we have normal and sport, and we will try all. Very, very soft. The steering, it's crazy assisted, it's very light to drive the car. Another thing I noticed, perfect visibility, everything is easy to reach and easy to see from this angle. Also the cockpit, also the view in the front. So the cockpit, even many people complain about the cockpit, it's very well positioned in the front there, because your eyes just go a little bit up and you are on the road, and then you go just a little bit down and you are perfect on the cockpit where you have all the information. So your vision, it's perfectly on the lines where it should be. So not many complain from me, to be honest, because on the other cars the cockpit is down here, so you have to go a little bit lower and your peripheral view will not see the road ahead. So from this point of view I think it's great. Also very, very good visibility in the mirrors, and they have a nice design, nice shape. The brakes, the pedal feel good, very good quality, they feel nice. Also inside the cabin it's quiet. As you probably know, Peugeot really make good cars, and they're quite quiet. You can't hear too much noise from outside, and even from the engine bay you can't hear too much noise. It's really silent, and I like that. The sound insulation inside the cabin, it's premium, it's really good. Also, another thing to point out, we have independent suspension on the front and semi-independent on the rear, so very good suspension also over the bump. It comes also with this assisted cruise control. I want to turn it on right now. I want to show you, just like that. Let me hold the speed, so the car can hold the speed for you. It will brake, it will accelerate automatically for you, depend what the car in front will do. So this is also a great feature to have on the car. And I noticed that on Peugeot cars it's really good. I mean, it's doing a great job. Anyway, coasting at 80 km/h, no problem. I mean, you barely hear noise from outside. The climatic system, by the way, it's on the first level. I want to test the consumption in a realistic mode. And the engine of the car, it's relatively warm, so yeah, it's really good at 90 degrees. If we change the driving mode, for example, we go to normal, the acceleration, it's a little bit more responsive. You see, it's more responsive. The steering is the same, but acceleration it's more responsive. Also, the car comes with this shift-by-wire transmission connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission E88, the same as the Stellantis group and Peugeot use it on other cars. Very good transmission, very good. The combination between the engine and the transmission, it's smooth, it's perfect. I really like it. Not only on this model, but also on other models that they use this transmission. And surprisingly, guys, the engine doesn't feel at all underpowered. You know, even though you have 3 cylinders, 1.2 liter, it doesn't feel underpowered. Maybe if you have like 5 people or 4 people and a lot of baggage and you go uphill, maybe, but on straight streets like that, it don't feel it at all. Anyway, over the bumps, here it's a bumpy road, it feels quite good. So I can't complain about the suspensions are super good for the size of the car and for what the car it is. Now if you go also in sport mode and you try to accelerate a little bit, it's building power slowly, but you feel the difference between driving modes. It's much more responsive. Also the engine, it's rev on a little bit more, and it's quite fine. I mean, for the size of the engine, for what a car it is, it's just fine. Another thing that I notice, is that the steering wheel, it's a little bit more stiffer in sporty mode. We will go in reverse. Look how nice is this shift by wire transmission. The mirrors will dim down and you have 360 degrees camera. Very good resolution, one of the best resolution in terms of reverse camera on the market. Look at there. And you have sensors, and you go super close, it will kind of zoom in, zoom out from the upper side. It's really cool how they designed that. If you go in drive, you just go like this down. Much nicer, much more cleaner design down here. And also you have a front camera when you go in front, so you can see what is in the front. If you have a stone or something down there, you can see it on the camera. Now, as I said, in sport mode, the steering wheel is more stiffer, but it's building power slowly when you accelerate, you see? So that's something to keep in mind. But I like that you have a much realistic feedback on the road, a much heavier feeling in the steering. So for those of you that like this heaviness and realistic style, I think it's quite nice, the sport mode. The steering wheel, it feels good. So the good part is that you really feel the difference between different driving modes. And this is the bumpy road. Now it's a little bit stiffer, even the suspensions. I feel like it is a little bit more stiffer in sport mode. I don't know if they change even the suspension. They set the suspension differently there. I don't know, I'm a little bit surprised to see that. Let's go in. Now we are back in eco mode, and steering, it's very light. I like this assisted steering wheel from Peugeot. I mean, when you put it in eco mode or comfort or normal mode, it's so easy to drive it. It's so assisted. The drag coefficiency of the car, you see that design, it's 0.277 CD. So it's not the best, but it's a good drag coefficiency for an estate car, for a station wagon. Also here you can again go to assist and set up the speed. And also when you set the speed, the car, it comes with this autopilot level 2 from Peugeot, and I don't know if you can see there on the cockpit, it shows you a steering wheel, a green steering wheel, and right now the car will steer for you, will hold the speed for you. So it's just fabulous, this autopilot. I tested before on the highway, on the roads like that, national roads, straight road, where the lines are really clear. You can see it's just warn you to hold the hand on the steering wheel. Anyway, it's recommended to hold all the time the steering wheel like that, and hold your hands and just leave the autopilot work alone, but your hands should be on the steering wheel and pay attention to the road. Anyway, I noticed that it's very good on national roads, or on the roads where you have these lanes very clear, painted. So that's very important. Also look at the train, so nice. In Switzerland the trains are crazy beautiful. Anyway, it's still driving itself, and from here you can just higher the speed and lower the speeds, and it's just doing a great job. And even though I'm driving like 80, I think the engine doesn't feel underpowered at all. It feels like you can drive up to 120 kilometers without any problem. You feel nothing. I mean, it's also very responsive, surprisingly. The pedals feel smooth. This is a well-built car. You feel immediately the premium added to it, the quality of the steering wheel, the quality of the dashboard here. Everywhere it feels super stable and good quality. And to be honest, I like it. I like what they did with the car. And also in the roundabout, it's easy to drive. It's also, yeah, let me go back to sport mode. It's crazy responsive. The cool part is that it's quite agile. I mean, for 1.3 liter, I'm surprised how good the car react on the acceleration and on responsiveness. And so for those of you that worry about the engine, I think you shouldn't worry, because Peugeot did a great job with the car. Turning circle 10.68 meter, so it's quite good for a station wagon. We will test it out also on the road now. I'm really curious, in the future I want to take the car on the highway to test it on high speed, and I want to see how it's handling there. Wow, how nice. On the sport mode, the steering, it's so realistic. It gives me so good feedback to the road. And surprisingly, those 18-inch rims are quite nice to drive. Even though I was expected to be a little bit stiffer, they are super nice. And if you want more comfort, you can get a smaller one with a little bit more gummy, and then you have even better comfort. Again, when you drive in eco mode, the engine is very silent. You barely hear it. Even if you hear music, then you are completely out. Now, look at this, turning the car. It's quite good. It's quite good. I didn't even you don't even notice that you have a station wagon when you drive in eco mode. It's so light to drive. Lovely, 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 lovely car. Perfect visibility. I don't know if I can complain about something. Maybe the auto hold. I wish that the car to come with an auto hold function. That's the only thing that's missing here, but other than that, I like it. I like very much the car. And in terms of exterior design, guys, this is my favorite exterior design. Anyway, if you want to turn the car in small spaces where we can find here a place, maybe we can test it out. Turning circle, gorgeous view on the cameras and also on the mirrors. I mean, it's one of the best view in a car that you can get in terms of cameras, in terms of parking sensors and visibility in the mirror. So here you can see, you can turn it in this small space. So 10.67 meters, and you have a lot of sensors, by the way, in the front, on the rear as well. So anyway, that was our trip, guys. I hope you get some useful information from here. In the future I want to make some bigger tests. I want to test it also on the highway and on the long trips. Fabulous. Anyway, and then you just press the park and electronic handbrake, and here we are, guys. That was our trip. Climatic system, it's on, as I tell you before. You can see right here, if you go to climatic system. I like also this multimedia. Check out, if you want to see more details about the car, check out the full review. If we press here, the consumption was 7.7 liter. I think it's a good consumption. You can get even better, but I think it's relatively good consumption. Anyway, guys, if you want to see the full review with the car, there you find more information, technical data, interior, exterior, everything about the car. The video is already on the channel. Click the subscribe button to see also the future videos that I will post. I hope this video was useful. I hope you get some useful information from the video. Also, if you like it, please like, share, subscribe. That will mean a lot for me. Thank you very much to all of you that watching my videos. I really appreciate it. If you want to buy a car from Peugeot, and if you are in Switzerland, around Switzerland, check out Galliker Garage. I will leave the link in the description so you can check them out. They are very nice. They have great price. And also, by the way, talking about the price, I have also the price of the car here. It's 44,950 francs here in Switzerland at Galliker Garage, with all these options that the car come with. And by the way, I forget to mention that the car can change the lane automatically, the same as Tesla do, but you have to be on the highway with more lanes, and then you change the lanes, you activate this, it calls Pack Active Assist Plus 2.0, and then the car can change the lanes, and it comes with a lot of options here. But more details about that check out the full review, guys. There you find all the details, price and everything. So the video is on the channel, check it out. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.